Here's a quick video just to show not only a little bit of the new layout of SquawkboxLive, what it's gonna look like, but just a chance to update the code. So before we had links, so you can get to the different work order sections. Like here, you can see here's our open work orders. We can go to our closed work orders, right? So by doing a filter rather than links, that shortens our code. And the reason why we need all these different sections is because when you're working with a work order, there's different stages a work order goes through. Like it could be open, it could be pending. We may want it to go to inspections. We can have it go to completed, showing that all work is done. We have it go in review, to where they might want to check, make sure that all the parts and material that was ordered for the job, that it's all been added to the work order. Then we'll go to billing. It can hang out in billing there until customer pays. And then once the customer pays and everything is right with it, we can go to close, and that's when the final work order is done. Obviously, not everybody needs to see every single section of the work order. So technicians, they wouldn't necessarily need to see what's in, or once they're done with it, what's in review or in billing or close, or they may not even need to see what's the completed work order. All these last sections here should go into an admin section. So like I said, before we had links, and what happened was you clicked a, I guess instead of a filter, there was a button. You would actually click completed work orders, and then the system would check if you had permission to see each of these. Then it would scan the database, see if you had permission, and then bring it back up. So what we did was to shorten the code. Was now, if we go into our database, if we change your permission, like I can come down here to my view admin permissions, which is here. So if I take away that permission, so come back to it, log out, log back in. A little hard to do it one-handed. All right. So we log back in. Now we don't even see those options anymore. So it was a lot easier, instead of creating links and have the system scan every time you click that link, to just take those options away if you don't have that permission. So that eases up on the server. We don't have to do as many queries, and all this is done through the session data that we've added to it. And if you need it, all admin would have to do would go back in there and give you permissions back. So as soon as they give you permissions back, right, see it's not there. So you just log out, log back in again. And now you have permissions to see those options again. So in the whole new code is going to be based like that. So it's a lot easier to set up your missions one time when you first load, and that makes the whole system run faster, and takes away that extra query time for the database. So that's just one of the features that's going to update with SquawkboxLive and give it a little bit better features.